heat oil in a flat bottom pan. Once everything is golden fried, we'll remove it, keep it aside. Now in the same oil, we add, these are black cardamom seeds, bay leaf, mace, cinnamon, and we let it splatter. Then we add onions. One more thing we have to add is whole cardamom. We add some Shahi Jeera. So once the onion reaches a golden brown stage, we'll add chicken chunks to it. So this chicken is marinated in salt and ginger garlic paste only. So ratio of ginger garlic paste should be 60-40. What we use here is 60 is garlic and 40 is ginger. And we just cook it until it changes its color. Once the chicken takes a little color, now it is time we'll add a like 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste to it, and we just fold everything together. So we add some salt to it. This will deglaze the pan, and then time for my favorite green chilies. As you can see, all the oil is separated from this, so we'll add around 2.5 spoon of coriander powder, half a spoon of mace powder, and 1 big spoon of coriander powder. Sorry, cardamom powder. And mix everything together. So little bit of hint of color. You can use yellow chili powder also. Here I'll add little bit of degi and a touch of turmeric. So this will give nice orangish color to the dish, to the biryani. So once everything is together, now we'll switch off the flame and we'll add around a cup of dahi. So once if the dahi curdles when you put, don't worry, once you give a fast boil, everything will come together again. And the best way is switch off the flame, add dahi and rotate, and once everything is mixed together, then you can put the flame on high, and as you put the flame on high, give a fast boil, then simmer until the chicken is around 70% cooked. Add a little bit of kevda water, like half a teaspoon is enough. So I have boiled milk with mace and cardamom powder. I'll add this. Saffron can also be added at this time, and better if you add the malai part, the cream on top. So once this is added, and chicken is almost 50% done, so what we'll do is, this is the time when we'll add egg and potatoes. You see the liquid like this, it should not be too much, it should not be too less, because if less it will burn, and if it is too much, the rice will become very soggy. So to have a nice rice that is separate each and every granule that is separate. We'll use this technique. This is the time where the technique is required in doing this, and with practice, absolutely anyone can do it. It does not need much, but yes, you have to do it at least 10 to 15 times. It will be very easy then. So once this is done, we'll switch off the flame. 90% chicken is cooked. We'll switch off the flame. Now it's time. So we melt some ghee, and I'll add a little bit of degi chili to it. Sorry, red chili powder and degi chili to it, and just mix. That's it. It should be like not boiling hot, but it should be like lukewarm, more than lukewarm. This is like 700 grams of rice. I've soaked it for 1 hour. Wash properly the rice. The water should be white like this. If the water is milky, that means the rice is not cooked, and it will not give a very good biryani also. So the rice has to be clean. I prefer washing it at least 5 to 7 times in cold water. And then in the water here, I have added some garam masala. Like cardamom, bay leaf, cinnamon, and little bit of shahi jeera. Again, I forgot. So a little bit of shahi jeera you add and let it boil. So once it starts boiling, then we will transfer the rice from here to the biryani base that we have made. The rice is almost 80% cooked and the chicken is 90% cooked. So what we'll do is we'll start from the center. We'll just drain out all the water. We go center, and don't press it, just try and gently move the rice on the corners also, but never press because it has to breathe. There has to be gaps in between for it to breathe properly. So this is the mixture of ghee and red chili that I showed, and ensure that you put it on the side. So what will happen from the side, it will trickle down to the center, so it will help create a layer of oil underneath, and it will help your biryani. It will not stick, the rice will not stick under. And yeah, and just remove and see how beautiful color it will give. You can also use saffron to it instead of red chili, or saffron and red chili together if you want your biryani to be a little spicy. With silver foil, you can use Ateka here and then put a lid also on it. The idea is to trap the air inside, so the hot air inside, so that will do the rest of the cooking. And dum means to breathe, so everything should be breathe together. So chicken will take the flavor of rice will take the flavor of chicken and the masalas and everything. So that's the idea behind. So what I'm doing is, on a little flame, I'm pressing all the edges where I think the air is escaping from. So see, you can see this popped. So once this is popped, that means dum lagna shuru ho gaya hai. So uske baad we'll wait for another 7 to 10 minutes and our biryani will be ready. Once the dum is popped, it took like 3 to 4 minutes. So once it is popped, what we'll do is we'll mark. Either you can use that joint. If you don't have joint, you just mark, put a little bit of haldi or degi powder, and if you are putting it on dum for like 10 minutes, you distribute those 10 minutes into 2.5, and we'll keep rotating. So for example, keeping it at 6 o'clock, so after 2.5 minutes, it should be 9 o'clock. It should be after that at 5 minutes, it should be at 12. Then after that, after 7.5 minutes, it should be at 3 o'clock, and again it will come back to the same place. So this is how, because the flame is not even, so you need to keep rotating so that it gets even heat everywhere and everything cooks together together and well. So yeah, so exactly, because it has taken around 3 to 4 minutes to put to get on dum. So now what we'll do is we'll put it only for 7 minutes. So I'll show you how the product is after 7 minutes. So now we'll open the biryani. Look at this, beautiful. What we'll do is we'll just remove and see all the water is evaporated. It's a good biryani. This is nothing but divine. we'll put all the ones with masala underneath. And put the rice on top. Again we'll put some more masala. So now see what we'll do is we'll just layer it. Masala rice, plain rice on top. So this will be like a nice, beautiful arrangement which we're gonna make. And see these green chilies. This is something I love. That's it. Yes. Now it is good to go. Lovely. Thank you.